this is the first episode of season 3 of the Good Guy, Bad Guy podcast. And what we've always tried to do is tackle issues that I think and challenge perspective, really. And because I think that's really where we differ is in our perspective. And I think we can learn a lot from people's perspectives as well as their stories and their experiences. So with this, cheating, at least in my experience, it's been something that it's extremely hard to have a cool, calm, and collect conversation about it, especially when it just happened, because there's emotions involved. Like someone just got hurt, blah, blah. They're not really gonna be willing to like hear and understand like what played a factor into it. What were the things that went into, the thought process and the decision to do so. And obviously you don't really want to, it's not something you really necessarily even feel comfortable sharing at that time. So with this, what we're doing is we want to choose just one incident in which we've done it before and just get into just that incident. It could have been 20 years ago. Obviously, don't pick the person you with now and be like, yeah, go back. Cause I think there's a lot that we could learn from those experiences in terms of the whys, like why we did it, like what was going on before. So this is really not to embarrass anybody or to make anybody or to condone cheating itself. It's just more so to understand the human elements that go into that decision to do it. Cool. So the questions are not going to be like drawn questions. It's going to be like really basic questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, number one, has it ever, when you did it that time, up to that point in your life, had it ever happened to you? You know what I'm saying? Because it could be yes, it could be no. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it just gives a little bit of history of like where we were individually. And I think there's going to be a lot that we have in common. And there's going to be a lot that we have differences on. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's where the learning happens. So any questions?
No.
No questions. All right, cool. All right. I thank y'all too for y'all bravery. Cause god damn, I can't tell you how hard it was. Like motherfuckers was like, nah, bro. I'm like, you're not even with her no more. Not even with her no more. Nah, no, her cousin and me still play ball. Like, never mind. All right. So,
hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Yep.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
You guys can hear us?
Talking about cheating today. So I'm just gonna leave it to Sid.
What? Yo!
What? Cal, don't even front.
Yo, what?
Sid would have got up. Sid would have walked.
All right. So we definitely appreciate you guys. We're gonna go through the introductions, but want to tell everybody welcome back to the Good Guy, Bad Guy podcast. This is season 3, episode 1. Like Sam went through, we're going to be tackling cheating. Usually with cheating, there's usually not a lot of context shared with that. And for here, we would, share some context on cheating in the situation.
How come it's not letting me stream it? I don't even see the button. To stream. Oh, no.
It's not there.
Okay, this might be an episode and post later.
Yep.
All right, which is cool.
So, we're your co-hosts, Joshua Daniel.
Sam Simonville. Oh, we started.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Yo, we gotta start more excited than that. This is season 3, y'all. Season 3. Welcome. Y'all are with us, yo. We survived to our 21st episode. 21st episode, yo. We wanted to start off season 3 with a bang. And what better? And I think we have some of our best conversations with groups of people, because I love different perspectives, and I think there's nothing better to offer that. So yeah, I'm your co-host, Sam Simonville.
You basically just try to outshine my whole. That's cool. Anyway,
I was more excited.
So yeah, so you're more excited. You're gonna judge yourself.
I think I was.
That's from your perspective. So we're gonna get a chance to everyone to introduce themselves and just introduce yourself, maybe what you do, and that's it. So we'll start with
Ladies.
AJ?
Start with the
Oh,
ladies.
sorry,
Ladies
ladies.
first. You never.
Richie?
Hey,
Hey.
hi.
How you
I'm
doing?
Richie. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing awesome.
That's great.
You want to share your age? No?
She was about to talk.
I'm 25.
25. Okay.
hmm
And when did this cheating incident happen?
Wait.
She right into it.
Like,
Introduction.
wait, I thought we were doing
Right in.
introductions.
We're not. We're not gonna get
Background
into it.
info.
Hi, I'm Richie. When did you cheat, Richie?
No
When did this-
demographics, nothing.
Whoa.
We didn't even tell them what it was about yet.
No, we didn't, but it's just
Go
like
ahead.
context. When did this
So
happen?
you said
What year?
last
What
year.
year ago? What? How long?
2019.
2019.
How long-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Last year. Ooh.
All right. This is spicy. All right, and we have Sid. You want to fully introduce yourself? And
Guys, I'm Sid.
I'm gonna ask you the same question. When did this situation happen?
Years ago.
You're not gonna drop the okay.
Years ago. That's good enough.
That's
See,
good
don't do that.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Don't do
All
that.
right, years
snap it out.
ago. My bad.
Tell us about yourself, Sid. Like, tell us about yourself.
Makeup artist. I do makeup, so if anyone needs their makeup done, SAE Artistry is where you can find me. I'm really free spirited, easygoing, laid back. What else? You guys want to know? This is
No,
so-
Cool.
that's fine.
That
Kara.
works.
I'm Kara.
Mhm.
It's so hard.
Tell us
Here
about
today.
yourself, Kara. I'm Kara.
I'm Kara.
Really Kara.
I don't cheat.
Yo, all
That's
right.
good.
When did this incident happen?
The
That's
first
really
step
good.
is
Would you say, Josh?
When did this incident happen?
Oh, years ago.
Years ago. Okay, they're gonna use the same line. All right.
AJ.
thanks.
Things
Can
happen.
I take mine back and say years ago?
I love the different perspectives because we have recent and we have past, like far past years. I got it.
But when Kara say years, it's
Years.
2020. It's
Years.
like months though.
Years.
Oh, my
years
bad. I
ago.
meant for business.
Years ago.
My bad. HJ.
Cheater police all over here trying to
yeah.
get.
He trying to get it lined up.
You gotta make AJ drop off. He was already nervous. Called me. Hello. What is this about, really?
Listen.
What are you gonna ask me specifically? Ask AJ. Really.
All right, HJ. So you want to just go by HJ? You want?
Yeah, we're gonna go by
First
HJ. Yeah, we're gonna go by HJ.
We're gonna go by HJ. All right, cool. And when did this incident occur?
I'm gonna go with everyone else been going with. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Over a year. Let's say that. Anything.
All right. My name is Sam. Incident for me happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Listen. It's like, nah.
This guy is crazy.
I'm joking. No, seriously. For years ago too. Like, but I'm gonna be honest. Full transparency. I talked to my wife about shit like that, so she knows. Like, it's not gonna be. I'm gonna be talking about anything she doesn't know about my past. So it's not like I'm nervous or anything. How about you?
I'm good. Not nervous.
You nervous? When did this incident happen for you?
Years ago.
Years.
Years ago.
How many?
Years ago, bro. This is years ago. All right, so let's get into the nitty gritty. The challenge is with cheating, it's always looked at as taboo, and it is. We know that, but the context is not there because some people might see someone say they cheated and then just label them a cheater, but rumors never really dive into the full story on why.
Woo.
So what we're gonna start with is the first question is, have you ever been cheated on yourself? With the other way around, we'll start with AJ.
H.
H. Oh yeah,
AJ,
I have.
have you ever been cheated on?
I'm a battered man.
No, let's be clear. At the point, just to be clear, we're all picking one incident.
Yeah.
And let's say that might have been the only incident for you. we're not even gonna ask you any of that. It might be one of several, or it might be the only. But we're gonna ask you to put yourself in the frame of mind of that one incident. All of the questions we're gonna ask you is gonna be pertaining to that time frame. So
before that time frame.
So at that point,
have you ever been cheated on?
Yeah. Like, did you know what it felt like to be cheated on yourself at that point? Like before you did it, obviously.
Just for me?
Yeah.
Oh, so the first time I got cheated on, obviously that was the first time. Let's say,
It's still hurt.
Don't cry.
Yeah, don't do that.
listen,
all right, so the emotions.
I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna be
Okay, brother.
transparent. I don't know. I didn't know which one I wanted to go with, but the first time I ever got cheated on, I cheated on her. Not gonna lie, but I didn't really understand the concept of being faithful until I got cheated on, and then the pain that I experienced at that moment kind of helped bring it full circle.
Okay.
This is a long time ago.
You cheated. You hadn't been cheated on yet.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
All right.
That's good
Richie,
perspective.
had you that time that you did it, right? Like, had you ever been cheated on yourself at that point?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have? Okay. That's good perspective. See a little pattern here.
Sid, Kara? No, that's not. Actually, he hadn't been cheated on when he cheated.
But
She
he said
had.
I cheated first.
Okay.
Ooh, she excited.
Sarah, have you ever
Oh,
been cheated
man.
on?
Yeah.
So before that incident, you were cheated on before.
What incident? I don't cheat.
The incident you're gonna talk about.
It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't.
Right?
Don't let it define you.
She
Let
happened.
it go.
She's like, I don't want them to know this about me. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah. So I've only been in 2 relationships in my life. I'm 35. My first relationship, I was cheated on. I never cheated on him.
Okay, so you were cheated on first before your incident happened.
Cheated in my next relationship.
No, I know, but I'm saying when you got cheated on, you never cheated on anyone yet.
No. Had you ever been cheated on yet?
Yeah.
What?
Had you ever, like, all right. Had you been cheated on yet?
In my first relationship, I was cheated on. I didn't cheat on him. In my
So
relationship, I believe I was cheated on, but I cheated on him.
Okay, so you had been cheated on. All right, cool. All right, describe HJ.
now we're gonna time box this just because of everyone's perspective, but we do want you guys to get into detail as well.
Yeah, try to get in the details as well as being concise. So HJ, describe, all right, before you made the decision to do it, right? Describe the relationship to you. Like tell me what the relationship was like to you. Like, how happy were you? How good were y'all? Was it a good relationship? Bad relationship? Was it like describe it to you?
I mean, if you ask her to this day, she probably say I was the best boyfriend she ever had.
Humble.
Humbly. And I mean, it was a good relationship. It wasn't like it was bad. Like it wasn't like it was happy. It was a good relationship. I just feel like people sometimes, I was younger at the time. So I feel like people sometimes, I was pretty sure that I wasn't going to marry this person. So for me, the way I thought about how I moved, I was always a great person to her. But as far as being faithful in that concept and exercising that, knowing that I probably wouldn't marry this person, it didn't make sense to me at the time.
Right. Okay.
So your perspective was
It was a good relationship.
it was a good relationship. Okay.
Good relationship.
Richie?
It was an okay relationship. I knew him since I was 18 and he was 22. So we were together for like a while. And then he did his stuff in the beginning, and I was just chilling, whatever, you know. We kind of like broke, we were like on and off, and then all of that, I guess, since we never sat and like worked through our problems, all of that built up, and then it just led to, I was just like, whatever. I tried to break up with him, and he was just like, no, let's make it work. And then I was just like, no. So I cheated. I felt like that was my only way out.
So the relationship was a little
So
up and
if
down.
you were to say, if we would say it was not a good relationship then, like, because you kind of wanted out, and he really wasn't comfortable with giving you that option, it sounds like.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sid, how was the relationship? Like, describe the relationship to you.
Okay, so I've only really been in like one real relationship.
Can y'all bring the phone a little closer? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Never got attitude.
Attitude. Attitude.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think that it was a phase. I wouldn't call it a relationship. I honestly think that it was a phase that I was going through, which led to the communication being sparse between us. Sparse. Like that conversation of being in a committed relationship was never on the table. So when it came time to step out or do what you want to do or even talk through feelings and emotions, like that sort of thing was not on the forefront of the phase, I'll call it. Like it wasn't, like I would be upset. I would feel some type of way if I seen him with someone else, and I'm sure it would be the same for him. But as far as like articulating and putting it into a relationship or putting it into words, it's really hard to describe the dynamic of it. But I think that that's what led to it falling apart, basically, because that was never in like we didn't have that communication.
Okay.
So he never got on his knees and asked you to be his girlfriend, basically.
No,
They do that.
no, he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend, which is why. I was
Okay.
Okay.
Any Josh?
Carol, what's on your mind? You look like you got something to say, Carol. What's up? I'm glad you next.
I want to know if Josh ever got on his knee to ask somebody.
Well, it's not really about Josh. Now, is it? This is about Kara, and this is about Kara.
Dialogue. I want to know, do they do that?
How was your relationship
We can't talk to Josh.
when you cheated? How was it? How was the relationship? Was it good, bad, indifferent?
You want to
Before,
know
obviously,
Yeah,
not
before
you made the decision to.
to cheat? It was okay. It was okay.
Just okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. Okay.
It was
How about
just
you?
It was a long distance relationship,
Mm.
so it was okay.
Okay.
You know, it was a little tough, long distance.
What was the distance?
Like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
Yes.
I ain't driving to West Philly.
That's a long drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Come on, it's like going to New York and back.
But yeah, the person wasn't bad. It's funny because I feel as though I treated the person, but I could have been a better boyfriend. I wasn't that great of a boyfriend, I would say. I could look at myself back then and say that. But yeah, it was okay. What about yourself, Sam?
The relationship, I'm gonna be honest.
Hopefully.
It was horrible, yo. It was so bad. It was almost like being in a relationship with your mom.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember how you used to be at your mom's house and you used to be like, I can't wait so I can grow up and be an adult and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the same feeling I had. I felt like I was an adult that couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like, it was like she was extremely controlling. We lived together, right? And then like she would like work nights. And then she would be like, look, until I'm happy in this household, I don't want no one else to be happy in this household, so you can't have friends over.
Even though she was at
While
work,
I'm gone, while she's gone
you can't have
to work,
friends.
I can't have my friends come over and play like spades and stuff. Like, it was the type of relationship where it, like, it was like you, HJ. It was like I had already said in my mind, I don't see myself walking down the aisle with you. But it was like breaking up is so complicated. It's not like people be like, why don't you just break up? Shut up, nigga.
Not that easy.
Have you been in a relationship? Break up with it. Like, it's not the way it works. So it's like you just evaluate in time. Like, okay, so I'm supposed to be off the market. I get that, right? But I know I'm not gonna end up with you. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, I'm off the market for something I'm not gonna end up with. It's like it after a while it became hard to justify.
So, okay. One question I like to ask is, did you map it out? How was the process of this cheating?
We're going to get into that.
Yeah. So, HJ, did you map this out? Did you plan? Did you hit up the person? Like,
I want to know who made the first move. That's really what I want to know.
Okay.
We're going to get into it now. All right. Now, how did you go? We want to know, how did you first, but before we want to know, how did you go about picking the person? What was like, because let's be honest, many women probably approach you was unsuccessful, HJ. Just like ladies, many men approached you throughout your relationship when it was unsuccessful. That person that you decided to take that act with, like, how did you go about choosing them? Was it a situation where you always had their eye on them, but out of respect for your relationship, you didn't, but then you was like, you know what, screw it now? Was it a situation where you never seen them before, but because of the state of where your relationship was, your eyes are now open for people, and now you start noticing people more because it's very different? Like, how did you go about, what was it? The person hit you up, and you was like, I'd have never given this person a chance before, but since I wasn't happy, you know what I'm saying? So, HJ, we're gonna reverse it. Now we're gonna start with the ladies. Kara, we're gonna start with you now and reverse.
Up first?
How did you pick the person? How did you select the candidate?
Yo, Sid, funny.
I want to know how the candidate was selected.
Okay, I see what you're doing, so it can lead into.
Then who made the first move? Like, because that's a different story.
I don't think I was like, okay, it's gonna be you. It just so happened to happen. I think when things are rocking your relationship and it's going okay, your ear is a little bit more open to an advance than whether your relationship is going good. And I say that to my guy friends all the time. Be like, be careful how you treat her. You think she's gonna stay faithful, but you treating her like shit, and he say hi, she might say hi back. What's up? You know what I mean? So that's how it was for me. I've always known the guy or whatever, and I always knew he liked me or whatever. So it's just like, oh, you want to go to the movies? Okay. And then
okay. You were thinking that, it sounds like he tried before.
Yes, he's definitely tried unsuccessfully because you were happier.
No. I mean, he tried before I was even in a relationship. I just wasn't.
Why you in a relationship too?
He didn't know.
He didn't know you was in this relationship.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Y'all were friends.
Spicy.
Yeah, we were cool.
You guys were cool, but you never decided to tell him
no.
you're in a relationship.
Why should she?
No, I'm just asking. Okay. I'm just saying it never came up in conversation, right?
What? I don't know. I don't remember. First of all, I don't even remember.
It's so different for women.
I want y'all to understand, we are all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like, and trust me, I think our boats are way worse than y'all boats. So trust me, we are not trying to judge anybody. So if we ask questions, it's just to get clarity or a better understanding.
Yeah.
But it's not to judge.
Sid, put away that knife. Let's do the screen anyway. So Kara, he never knew you was in a relationship.
No.
Okay.
All right, Sid. How did you pick your special individual?
So similar. I didn't really pick him. My girlfriend actually introduced me to him because she known that I was having problems with the guy that I was with.
Ooh, don't let you be real quick. Don't let you be an ain't shit boyfriend, because her friends gonna egg her on to cheat. But go ahead.
So my girlfriend, she put me on
you.
She put me onto a nice guy, and so it was basically like a blind type of deal. So she called me up. She's like, "Hey, this guy is really interested in you. He's seen you on my page. He wants to meet you." So I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Well," I'm getting the lowdown on him. Like, "Well, what's he about? You know, where's his head at? How old is he? What's he do?" And asking all the normal questions. And then I agreed to it. So I was like, "Okay, let's go on a date." So he took me out. It was really nice. Really well-mannered, nice guy. He also didn't know that I was seeing someone else. So if you guys want to know that, he didn't know. And then
y'all are very much like us. I just want to say,
women
I
are
really talking to him.
very much. Wait.
He was a good guy.
so okay. So he was the one that chased you, right? And just for the people understand,
No. But a lot of guys did, but she still decided him.
Yeah.
So why,
not even that, because the friend.
So why him though? Like why him?
Well, hold on. It was a recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, like I just, how do I put it into words? Like I just didn't want to be in that situation. Like, and I'm not gonna say I didn't want to leave. Like I didn't want to leave the situation, but I didn't want to be in that situation because I just felt like it wasn't two-sided. It was just one-sided. Like I felt like I was the only one trying to figure shit out. Like, and I wasn't getting anything back in return.
So I just want to point out, your friend knew that you were not happy in the situation, and she decided to assist you and try to help you become happy. So she was like, "I'm your friend. I want to see you happy. So
let's try it out.
Let it go." Okay, cool. I like that.
You like that?
Richie.
Yes.
So how did you choose this person, or did this person choose you?
He was always there. I met him and the person I was with at the same time. And but this was when me and him was in the talking stage. So it was just like, I was just entertaining both. And then I cut him off and I'm like, I'm going to go with this one. So he was just always there, like just always there. And then the relationship just started going down.
As a different role, like a friend?
What'd you say?
Like he was just always there?
No, more like I'll hit you up when I want something.
A book show. He was a book.
He was. So then a relationship just started going downhill, and then.
Yo, what's that term? Bookshelf?
Oh, no, you don't know what bookshelf is.
She just agreed. Richie knows exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. Bookshelf. Interesting.
What?
You have your bookshelf. You have your bookshelf. You have books, i.e., guys.
We wish we had bookshelves.
Okay.
Women more tend have.
Are you y'all really think life the same for us, huh?
Definitely not the same.
It's not the same.
If you thought about it, you probably have a couple of books, if you think about it.
For sure.
So
they're always there.
Look,
I don't have a.
You can't have a book when you get into a relationship. You know why you hit the book like, yo, I thought you're in a relationship now, la la la. Your male bookshelves don't care that you're in a relationship.
But the thing is,
some women don't care either.
Whether they're male or female, you can still be a book. Yeah, you're in a relationship, but guess what? They go back on the bookshelf until you're not. Mm-hmm. Or they either respect your relationship and fall back.
You gotta write that down, bookshelf. Okay. All right. So he was a book.
He was a book.
And so did he know you were in a relationship?
Yes, he knew. I cut him off because I got into a relationship.
Okay.
So he was just watching from the sidelines the whole time.
Plot. Wait.
Plotting.
When you decided the cheat or the situation was gonna happen, was he the aggressor? Like, let me just try my chance again, or did you just go to the bookshelf and pick the book?
It's weird. He kind of like befriended one of my friends, and like they became close. So like whenever we would go out, he was just there. And so this last event, she was like going off to college, and she invited everybody out, and he was there. And then, we were just talking. So it was kind of like a mutual thing. We was just like, all right, whatever.
Oh, it was mutual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys already had each other's numbers.
Okay. Yeah. for
Okay.
sure.
Mutual. I like that.
HJ, why her?
In this
Like,
specific situation that I'm talking about,
Yeah, like you know, because you could have cheated with anyone, right? Not anyone, but
she was
obviously
one that got away.
with anyone. So there's a
Mm.
specific reason you picked the person you pick. Why her?
She was the one that got away for
Oh,
me.
word.
Yeah,
That was history.
a little bit. I mean, it was kind of like I was pursuing, you know what I'm saying? But just the stars just wasn't aligning, you know. And then like of course, when she, you know, finally wanted to come around, it was just like, of course, now you want to come around.
Well,
You really
friend
can't stop.
to come around.
But the immature me was just like, well, at the very least, you know, it just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of happened. But
So she came back.
so there's two different times, right? So like one version of me, it was kind of like somebody that got away, where like the history was always there, or that's who I probably really wanted to be with, to be honest. And you know, as far as
Next person.
we say,
And you already knew that you wouldn't want to be with this person.
yeah, I already knew like who I was with, you know, it wasn't the long haul. So for me, it was like, well, this opportunity might not come back. So I kind of obviously went for it. But then there was another version of me, more recent, where the person I picked kind of just, I didn't pick, like at the age I'm at now, you know, I would never go out my way to do something like that intentionally. But the last time that probably
What age
happened.
He just said, you know, my age.
The age of my what
Where I'm at in life,
Okay.
you know, is, I don't know. I don't look for it. I wouldn't look for it, you know. But during that time, you know, over years ago, it was more so this person was able to fill in the gaps that wasn't being filled. Like when, you know, in your relationship and then, you know, they're just not, you know, they're missing certain pieces, and then, you know, somebody just comes around ironically and starts showing or demonstrating or filling in these pieces that you've been communicating that you need or want from, you know, whoever you're with, and they're not providing for you. And then, you know, they kind of take advantage of that vulnerable, those vulnerable areas, whereas though now you're open to.
Who takes advantage
They
of those
take
boys?
advantage.
I don't think you used the right word right there. They didn't want to. They was trying to hear that word.
Well, I guess it's easier. It's easier to allow other people in when, you know, they're, I guess, fulfilling certain things that you're looking for or missing.
There you
Okay.
go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that'll go right along. I'll piggyback off that to give my answer. It was really picking the person had more so to do with the fact that they added the things that was missing from my relationship. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I found that, like, anytime I was with a girl and, like, let's say the sex was good, but the conversation, like, there was really no conversation, right? Like, that I found myself interested in other women that gave great conversation, like just more drawn to them. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really getting that from, like, you see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it was like I was with someone that broke me down, right? So the person that I chose was someone that just saw value in me that I didn't see. Like, they were always like speak highly of me in ways that I didn't even, yeah, like I would say something or do something, blah, 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 like, damn, yo, that's really smart the way you figured that out, and blah, blah. And it was like, and I noticed that I was becoming drawn to them because of that feeling of buildup that I wasn't getting at home. It's no different from, like, when I hear, like, people say, like, well, my man didn't make me feel sexy. Like, I didn't feel sexy at all around my man. So it's like, it's very easy for another man to, because if I never get compliments from you, I'm going to be more susceptible and vulnerable to to compliments from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's really the same thing as a guy. It's like you want to feel like a man. And I think when your partner, does things that make you not, then you're drawn to women that do make you feel like one. And for me, it was like she was just like
Opposite.
made up for what I felt like I was lacking at home.
It sounded like she was a little opposite from the other person as well.
Yeah,
It was like a supplement.
I would say so.
It's like a little supplement. Like, all right,
Supplement.
I can hang on to what I got going on a little bit
I can
longer.
see you want to be honest. Do share. I can tell there's more you want to talk. There's more you want to say.
I would say
No, I know exactly how you feel. It's like to break up is so complicated, or there's so many factors involved that'll cause way more of a mess than
that actually
sometimes.
factor into what I was my situation was. I started a relationship with a person, and I kind of didn't want to be in a relationship because I was going to college, and it was just like, it was one of those things before college, but then the person started getting emotional, and I was just like, no, we're gonna be together. And I kind of like put myself in a situation, and then, first couple years I was like trying to be faithful. Well, I was faithful. I wasn't really, I didn't do anything. And I wasn't having as much fun, I felt as though, in my head in college.
As you should have been, for sure.
And I just had to be the guy that had a girlfriend.
You wasn't having as much fun in college because you wasn't sleeping around?
That's not what I said.
That's what it
That wasn't
Wasn't
why.
able to really live the life.
Nah.
I'd have way more fun if I was.
No, I didn't. That's what you hear.
Okay,
That's not what I'm
all
saying.
right, my bad.
That's not the words I'm just saying I could have experienced different things in college, especially with opportunities, and it was just like, let me not do that, or let me not go there because, I have a girlfriend, or I had people who would like, friends and talk to me, and then like the next time we see each other, they'd be like, oh yeah, I noticed you have a girlfriend on your Facebook page. And I was just like, dang, this keeps. So it felt like it was a little hindrance. And I was accused of cheating too when I wasn't. And it was just like,
that'll do it.
and I'm like, yo,
That'll do it?
That'll do it.
That'll do it, right? Because you're like, I'm getting the beatings already.
I might.
I'm getting the beatings already.
I feel the pain.
Let's say your parents come home every single morning. You get a beat. Like, you know what? Because I think you was watching TV last night when you weren't supposed to. Because I wasn't watching TV. No, you're getting this beating. After about 2 weeks of getting these beatings, you're going, fuck it, I might as well start watching TV at night.
getting beatings for it anyway.
I'm getting this ass whooping tomorrow morning. I might as well start watching this TV.
Yeah, so it was that situation, and it was just to the point where I was like, look, I want to have a little bit more fun, and that's how I went about it.
All right, so next question. What played a factor in how long it happened for you? Was it more so your relationship, or was it more so how much fun you were having?
How long the cheating was happening?
Yeah.
Richie, you go ahead and start.
Yeah.
That's a great question because you helped clarify it.
I feel like it was both. I think it was both for me. I think after the second time it happened, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell them. So I told them. But this, huh? Wait, what you say?
You breaking up a little bit.
What did he say? Oh, yeah. So I feel like after the second time it happened, I just told him because that was like my way out. Because I'm like, this relationship is going nowhere. I'm not seeing any progress. You're not taking what I'm saying into consideration. So I just told him, and it was fun. So I just kept going. But
okay.
I did let him know.
So that person
That I cheated.
lasted. I don't want to use the words a while, but it lasted a good bit until you decided to just break up with the person you were with.
Yeah, probably like 3 months. Yeah,
Oh, okay, that was a good time.
that was a great time.
Hey, great time. Okay, I like that. All right, Kara.
I don't cheat.
You want to burn Joshua?
Flamer out there every time.
I really can't remember the time frame, but I think what stopped it for me is I really don't like being super dishonest like that. Like, I don't like, like having not to say that I had to say where I was going when I was leaving or whatever like that, or say who I was hanging out with, but I don't like smiling in your face and doing shit behind your back or whatever. But I don't know, because like at the time, like I think, at the time in my relationship, I think it was a little bit strained and we weren't having sex at all. So I ain't have to lie about that. Like it was just, I don't know, but like eventually it's nothing that the other guy did or my relationship got better and I wanted to work on things. I just stopped because I just didn't like, it's too much to keep up with.
How long did it last?
I can't remember the time frame. I really can't give you a time frame.
But was it just a one-time situation?
From the church.
Oh my God!
Wait, did I hear that correctly?
What have to do with anything?
It's going to game night. It's like,
okay.
And y'all was having game nights?
Yeah. That was my
Don't stop sending your kids to church, man.
So you guys were hanging out though.
Huh?
You guys were seeing each other.
Yeah.
And he still didn't know you was in a relationship. You didn't tell him relationship. That part is just interesting.
Guys, stop saying it like that.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. It's not. I'm not saying it a certain way.
Men do that way more.
I'm the opposite.
Y'all do.
All right, Sid.
HJ, I say that men should be upfront and honest about that because, like, the other chick will blow your shit up. You know what I mean?
Yo, you gotta protect yourself.
Hey, look, I have a girlfriend. Sometimes they still gonna cheat. They gonna still gonna cheat with you. They still gonna be down. Just say it. But if you don't and you care about your situation and you don't say it, you best believe the text message, the video. It's all coming her way.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that's a good. That's a suggestion from Kara. It's not a suggestion. My bad. Comment, Kara. That's a comment.
Okay.
All right, Sid. So how long did that situation last? The cheating situation. You feel like it wasn't just like one?
Liar. Yeah, no, I'm not a good liar. It went like we went on a couple of dates and then we really started hanging out. I would say like it was about like a 3-4 month thing, but it got to a point where like I'm like I said, I'm not a good liar. So if you ask me something flat out, I can't deny it. I can't lie. I can't lie on the spot. Like I can't lie on demand. Like I had to be able to think through something. So if you ask me like, yo, where was you at last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was here. Yeah, I can't lie. So basically it came out one day, like he asked me flat out, like, are you seeing someone else? Because the same thing happened. Like I stopped sleeping with him. We stopped being like intimate as far as like conversations go. Like I started getting like really, really distant. And he asked me flat out, like, are you seeing someone else? And I was like, yeah. I told him, I'm like, yeah. And he said, well, damn. Like it was almost like the whole end of the world shattered. When in reality, like he was doing his own thing too. So I'm just like, okay, spare me the theatrics, please.
Wow.
It's not
Yeah.
Okay. So 3-4 months. We got a couple 3-4 months. HJ.
Yo.
So that situation, was it just a one-time
Nah.
quickie or did it?
Nah. I mean, for me, during that time when I indulged in those bad behaviors, it wasn't a one-time thing. I feel like if it's a one-time thing, that's just a bad. That's bad.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah, like that's bad decision making. That's bad on your character. It's like it's irresponsible. But I feel like for me, it was more than just, I wasn't cheating just to cheat, just to get a nut off. You know, obviously I found myself in that predicament in the first place because of, you know, whatever this person was able to provide or for me, or, you know, bring me to a certain space that, you know, made me do that.
It went on for a few
But this
months?
person, but I would. I mean, it was definitely lasted. It lasted as long as it needed to. I mean, I guess it wasn't like this person knew what was going on. You know, when I did that, I was transparent. Like, listen, you know, this is my situation. There was oftentimes, you know, their situation was either kind of similar or, kind of similar. And to be honest, I felt safer in that.
You felt safer when you got into a relationship with someone while you were still cheating with her?
No. I'm saying like they were in a relationship or something like it as well, and we were both kind of doing the same thing.
Okay, that's understandable.
So we were like,
so you both had
each other's supplement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that supplement. I like that.
Supplement. It's like a supplement.
Not him. Nah, he's just a supplement.
Entanglement supplement. You know.
Supplement entanglement. The words, the mint words, boy. They some slick ass mints. Okay, supplement entanglement.
Tim, how long was this issue? Was it?
My situation honestly lasted until we broke up. Like it was a situation where for me, I was more happy with this other person than with my own partner. So it's like, it ended up being the balance. So I live with this person and I'd be unhappy. And then it got to the point where like, I couldn't wait to like not be around you, to go around that person so that I could feel that feeling of like how I want to feel. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a completely different situation when you go from one setting where, you know, one person treats you like shit, then you walk into another one, they're like, oh my God, I couldn't wait for you to get here. Yo, you want some food? Like,
that's
yo.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when it's the treatment. It's really the treatment alone. It's like, damn, yo, like I love the way you treat me. So it's like that really, shit didn't get better in the relationship. You just really gets to answer the question is like you said, Richie, is like, I think both how good the other person treated me as well as how badly my current person treated me played a factor in how long I cheated. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I truly do believe that if my partner just started treating me better and this other person started to not, it'd have been over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have been stopped, but that wasn't the case.
That's a while.
So it was, for me, it was the only thing that could salvage my happiness.
I think it's the purity in it too. Like when you meet someone new and they're treating you that way, for face value, it seems as if they're doing it from their heart. Like it's all from that's them. Like they're not pretending to be someone else. If I have to go to you as my partner and say, hey, this is how, you know, this is what I want from you, and you don't do that, then that's just your character, that's your personality, that's you. I can't force you to do something that you're not. So I think like for me, like a part of it, like we most times think like, all right, I have this reality in my head, but I don't communicate it to you. So like we said, like, yeah, if my partner would have treated me different or treated me better, I would have cut her off. No, that's not the case. If you're thinking that, or you have a vision, like, okay, my partner is she's gonna get her shit together, or my man is gonna get his shit together, he's gonna treat me good, and then I'm gonna cut the other guy off. I never communicated that out of my mouth. Like they don't know that. And I think that, and if I have to tell you that, it becomes like unnatural. Like that's not you. I just want you to be you for you. And if we click, then we click. If we don't, we don't.
So even if you was to tell them, hey, I need you to straighten up, and you start seeing them straightening up, you're gonna be like, that's a facade. It doesn't feel real.
That's just how I feel. Like
I agree and disagree with that.
Because they're suspicious.
Yeah.
Like if you tell them to straighten up and they straighten up and that makes you suspicious, then don't tell them straighten up. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, then you don't have nothing to be suspicious about because you know it's not based off of your influence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like
you want to do. And if that involves treating me right, then I'm gonna be for you. You won't have to worry about me stepping out or seeing anyone else.
Can I interject?
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
That was advocate. Now I see that side for sure, 100%. But there's also a side that like it took me a while to realize. Like some people don't know how to be in relationships. Some people don't really know anything about, you know, certain things like, you know, satisfying others or being able to read others and being able to give, you know, what they might want. And sometimes you don't. It's not that you have to tell them for them to just listen. Sometimes you got to teach them certain things, or you know, they might not be as experienced in relationships as you are, or you know, this might be a third, fourth go around. This might be their first real situation where it's like, all right, you know, and it's a thin line between like, all right, I'm gonna communicate what I want or need, and I'm gonna expect you to fulfill that, versus like, I'm not about to keep communicating the same thing over and over. And now it's like, you don't care. But it is weird to receive something that you have to ask for. Because then it's like, all right, is this even genuine? But at the same time, some people don't really know if you're not communicating that to them, you know, how can you ever expect them to change or grow or, you know, be able to provide you that? You know, it's kind of like you got to teach them how your love language might be different than their previous situations where it's like they doing everything they used to be doing, thinking it's cool. And meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, your love language, physical touch, and their last person was, you know, gifts. And, you know, now you want quality time and, you know what I'm saying, he just trying to splurge on you here and there thinking you good, but it's not even about that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like both sides. You kind of got like, I feel like every person is different and every situation is, you got to be able to decide which one is which.
Yep. Now, let me know if this is a good time for this question, because I want to know, how did it finally go down?
How did it go down?
How did it finally?
First time?
How did you decide? Like, okay.
Oh yeah, describe that first time.
And I want to know what happened afterwards too. Did you like looking over your shoulder?
Were you? Yeah, describe the first time, and we want to know: were you guilty? Did you feel guilty? Did you feel bad, or did you feel like refreshed? Did you feel like, you know what, finally, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? I feel good. In the words of
because one thing I will say is my experience was
sex. Are you saying sex?
Yeah, the sex. That first time y'all decided to have sex. I mean, that's when the cheating's official.
Like that's when it gets.
I mean,
the cheating's official.
It's official when y'all talking and flirting. I mean, that's security, but that first time, y'all all know it's nothing like that first time. That first time where you actually did it, you're actually doing it, you're about to do it. There's nothing like that. The uncertainty, the oh my God, should I do this? Should I not? Does it do this? Do they not? Like, how did that first time go down? Was it planned? Was it a surprise? Was it both? You know how Richie, you was like, oh, they were there, they were at the party, where it might not have been planned, but then it might have been planned an hour or two prior. Like, I'm gonna fuck this nigga about 10 o'clock tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, I'll tell my incident is when I first did it, afterwards, I felt weird. I felt like with the person I cheated on, we'd hang out and stuff, and sometimes they'd be talking. I just feel like annoyed, like, whatever, the conversations. But after I cheated, I felt bad a little bit, but I felt refreshed. Like I bought that person flowers.
You bought your girlfriend?
Yeah. It was like conversation for some reason. It just got better.
You became a better.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, this is weird. But I was like chill. I was like more considerate. I would like listen more.
No, it's funny you say that though. It's funny you say that.
I don't know. More tolerant. Everything.
Yeah, I was more. I don't know why. Like, it just felt.
Because you were balanced.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. And the thing was too, though. Like in your situation, the girl was treating you bad. In my situation, the girl was treating me great. She was like a great.
Mm-hmm.
Our person, I like to joke around, sarcastic stuff like that. She's a little softer towards the like. I might make a joke. Yeah, I might make a joke, and she might take it a little bit, because she doesn't know if I'm serious or not, or she might think I'm trying to tell her something behind the joke. But I just joke around like that all the time with everyone. So our personalities were a little different, or a lot different. So, but after it happened, I was just like, like, man, she always wanted me to write a letter. Let me just write. I don't know if it was a complex.
I can't.
Letters.
Now start doing all this stuff.
You're acting totally different.
Like letters. There's like one time I left like a rose in her door handle. So when she grabbed the door handle, it was like a couple roses in the door handles and stuff like that.
Post cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think you was telling on
So,
yourself. I would have noticed. I would have
was
looked
trying
at
to
all that
repent.
and like, what is he doing? Like, what happened?
There's women that actually
That's
say
true.
that when their man starts being extremely nice, they get real suspicious.
Yeah, that's true. And
now
I
see
was-
why?
I was just more tolerant of certain things. And when it happened, did I plan? It was like an event party. Came over.
Did you know before that day it was gonna happen that day?
Yeah.
You did.
I asked the person to come over,
Okay.
to the apartment. So it was just like one of those situations, like it was planned. And I was just like talking on the phone with the girlfriend. How's your day? Like, it's weird. It was weird. Like, yeah. But that was years ago. Kara.
First time, Kara.
Back at you.
For me, I don't, you guys like
Oh,
saying,
wait.
oh my
I bet you she gonna say she don't remember. Go ahead, Kara.
that's not
She
what I was going to say,
remembers.
mind reader, but okay. For me, you guys are saying like, when you officially have sex, that's when the cheating began. So boom, that's the breath of fresh air.
Well, I'm not gonna say that's where it began. That's where it was stamped. Like, you can't go back from that point.
Ain't no arguing after that. It's definitely happened.
It's like, no, we just talked. We just went to the movies. I was just mad at you. Like, you stamped it.
It wasn't like a wow moment for me after sex or whatever that made it like, I'm cheating. I don't get that.
Unfortunate.
No, not a wow moment. Like,
Just how did you
there's
feel?
a first time y'all slept
The
with each
same
other.
way I felt when I was talking to him is what I'm trying to say. Like, it wasn't like an extra any level or layer of anything for me. Because for me, the talking, I know you guys, the talking is the cheating. I wasn't being faithful when I started hanging out, when I started talking, all that stuff. Like,
That's true.
for me, the sex didn't like.
So you weren't even more nervous. You were just as nervous going out on dates, or like you were
nervous because I wasn't having sex with my partner. So what was there to be nervous about? Are you gonna notice a difference, or like?
I guess, yeah. That makes
sense.
So how did you plan it? Did you plan it? Did he plan it? Were you like, all right?
Then I didn't plan it. Just hanging out in his place once, and it.
Hanging out where? His place or yours?
His place.
That's a plan. That's a plan.
Yeah.
You coming over?
Nah, playing.
You planned it. You showered. Your underwear matched. We're not doing this.
I'm always prepared.
So wait, you're telling me?
Wax, all that.
Ask you one thing question.
Okay.
Ask you one question,
When
Kara.
a woman is not doing
Yeah,
it.
it's not gonna
Nope, not ready.
Can I ask you a question, Kara?
Yeah.
Did you think you were gonna sleep with him as you were heading over there, or did you think you guys were just gonna hang out
I'm gonna
again?
hang out again.
That's your answer.
I really.
I believe her. I believe her. You might have been ready though, right? But you were certainly ready for it you did.
You wasn't ready.
She's ready. We're not.
She's ready. She's ready.
Go ahead. Sid.
She's ready. She's ready. I can vouch for it.
Go ahead, Sid.
I think it's the
First
same.
time.
I didn't really plan it. Like, oh my gosh, let me put it in my planner. Like, get some cheating dick today. Like, I didn't really plan it. It just was one of those things. Like, we went out. We were having good conversation. The vibe was there. I just felt
What about the vibe?
like the
It's
vibe.
always the vibe.
It was like I felt like, okay, like I wouldn't regret this tomorrow. Like I'll do it. Like whatever.
How was it afterwards?
In terms of like
Relationship
feelings or
with your situationship with a partner, were you just like looking at him like, I can't stand you because I just had a good time with random boy?
yeah, yeah. I became
See, you know.
So you even disliked him more after the change.
I did, and naturally, I try not to compare two different individuals, but it's kind of hard not to compare.
Mm-hmm.
And even not even just sex, just like overall, like
Yeah.
how like your mannerism, how you talk, how you treat me, like it's a completely different world, and it's just like okay.
So you didn't try to do the nice.
So you
girlfriend
found
afterwards.
yourself less tolerant.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I did. Like less willing to accept certain things. It was just like,
Okay.
oh no, you can't treat me like that, acting like that. It was
Dick now. I'm getting good dick now.
Gases, like
yeah.
Like that.
You watch how you talk to me.
You ain't him.
Mm.
Wow.
So she felt-
Wait. So you know what? That makes me curious. If the other person was not better, would it have continued?
No, the fuck?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
She's like, what? This is what I wasted my time with?
Right.
I'm back.
Do you see why men feel so threatened by being cheated on? Is it that?
Women have more power.
Y'all can't even sleep, but y'all do that after. Y'all don't even want to.
A lot of times, like men associate women when it comes to sex, like it's all emotions. Like a woman can't have sex with a man and that be it. Like a lot of times, men think like, oh, you know, she's gonna be attached or she's gonna.
You can't. I don't believe you. You can consistently. I think you can do it once. I think you can do it twice, but you're not gonna believe you're not gonna convince me that some dude, no condom, nothing for months on now, gonna be drilling you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say drilling. I knew it.
I agree.
You ain't gonna tell me 3 months in the drill. You know what I'm saying? You it's still nothing for you. Nah.
I agree.
I'm not going for it.
I'm speaking in terms of just like one time.
Okay, fine. I agree. I agree. You could do.
There's some of y'all
built like that. It happens more than once. If it's something that's happening for, whereas I tell you how a guy's different. A guy could be dealing with you for years and hate your guts. Hate you, can't stand you, but because you bad enough, because you can do this, because you do that, he'll continue to do it.
Men do that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sickening. Richie.
That first time, yo, how it go down? How that
time.
first time go down? You hit him up. You called him. I mean, did you text him? Yo, what we doing later? Or did he text you? What you doing later? What's going on, Rich?
No, this wasn't our first time, but it was my first time cheating with him. Y'all get it?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all had already hit sex.
You still have to decide we're going
Put that old thing back.
Yeah, that's what it was. But no, we went out for my friend's thing and he was there. And mind you, he was on a blacklist like prior to that day. And then someone told me not to take him off the blacklist. And I took him off the blacklist and he was just talking and drinking.
One time for the one time.
And then he did I initiate it? Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
You initiated.
Time for the one time.
Richie?
The thing with Richie is, you said it wasn't planned, right?
It wasn't planned, but she had initiated it.
No, not even that. She said it wasn't planned, but for some reason, she just took him off the block list. He was on the block list before, right?
That's part of planning.
Let's see if he texts me.
Alright. So listen, it was like my friend. He was on a blacklist. He was my friends. It was big. If your friends know you're the person that you with isn't doing it, they going to set you. And that's what they did. They was like, "Oh, Richie, text him, send him the address of the place." I'm like, "Why won't you do it? Like you have his number. I shouldn't have did that." And that's what happened.
Try to line you up.
Yeah.
Nah.
They were trying. They
line her up.
They knew exactly.
I want you to know you're not 100% innocent in this because you did text him. You did decide. All right.
I was like, he had an address. They having a surprise party. He was there. I wasn't innocent. I wasn't.
All right, now Another
And
question.
I felt a little bit bad afterwards.
Word?
Just
All
a
right.
tiny bit.
Were you reserved? Or did did the person get the full package? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Was there certain things you was like, I'm not gonna do this because obviously you're not my boyfriend, you're not my girlfriend, blah blah. Or were you like, nah, hell no, you getting the works?
Woo!
You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to.
No, I felt like it. I
Scratching
felt
it.
like it couldn't have been just a reserve thing because it's like this probably would have been our last time. So it's just like let's just
Full package.
go on.
And get regular
Full package.
premium.
Yeah, show my upgrade.
It's true.
Premium
Hey,
for
shit.
sure.
What's up? You gave that
For
full
sure.
you gave a premium package or
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Premium package for a guy.
huh?
Remember with her attitude.
Like, you ate her ass. Like, what's premium?
Nah.
No,
That's not premium. That's not premium. I mean, it's levels, but
that's not premium.
I don't give off that off the rip. You ain't getting that off the rip.
Wait, is ass eating? Yo,
I ain't eating the ass off rip, man.
you gotta earn ass eat.
You gotta leave room for growth. You gotta leave room
I'll
for
start
growth.
off eating your ass. Where
Where we go from here?
Where do we go from there?
So how did you feel after the first time? Was it one of those situations where you're like, crap, I can't believe I just did that?
Or did you become a better boyfriend like
So
Josh here?
I experienced a lot. I went through a couple phases. I mean, I think any decent human obviously experienced some guilt. But it was so lit that like I knew it was gonna happen because of the energy. Like the energy was crazy. So like I already knew it was kind of inevitable at that point. So I wasn't surprised that it happened. But once it did happen, it matched up to the expectations of the energy that was being felt.
Did you plan it?
What'd you say?
Planned it?
No, I wasn't playing. I mean, she came over, but the original purpose,
Because if she's used to coming over.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, my bad.
But it was like it was more like a work type of. It wasn't like you about to chill and Netflix and chill. It was more like a productive encounter supposedly. And then like, I mean, obviously that was a setup within itself. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, I mean, I felt guilty, but I knew it was gonna happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way the experience went, I was like, well, I definitely, definitely not done here. But I did go through what Josh was saying. You kind of do. It's weird, you do.
Your tolerance level goes up.
Yeah, and you start like, yo, I'm like, damn. Let me. It's like you're trying to compensate for the wrongs that you're doing.
It's true. Like
it's like you're trying to compensate for the wrongs that you're doing that you don't know about in a way. But it's just like, so yeah. I mean, I definitely feel Josh on that.
You know what it is? I think that as a guy, if you're dealing with shit and I'm about to sleep with someone else later, right? I mean, so like whatever. Like it makes it all right, whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like while you're giving me shit, like, well, you know what?
I ain't even tripping.
You said,
I ain't even tripping, man.
I could either stress about what you're telling me right now, or I could just in my mind picture how I'm gonna balance this out. You know?
Oh, yo, you know what I think it is? So back to the supplement piece, right? So when your partner is missing these things, they're bothering you so much. But when you find a supplement, you don't feel like you're really missing these things. And then like psychologically, you kind of make one girlfriend from both.
Yes.
And it's like you getting everything you need at the end of the day.
That's exactly what you do.
That's exactly what's going on. So now you feeling like you're getting what you need from the supplement. So you treating your girl better now because it's like, yo, all the things that you're not doing, I'm still getting it, but I'm not looking at you like you're not giving it to me.
It's like the 80-20 rule, right? But sometimes your girlfriend is not 80. Your girlfriend is 65. You know what I'm saying? So you need 35. You don't need 20. You need 35. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
Big 35. That's a big.
5 is not gonna be enough.
That's a D. That's a D in
You
class.
need at least, because we can all agree if we have 80, we'll be happy. But 65, we're not gonna be happy enough. So if your girlfriend comes with 65, right, you're gonna need at least 15 more from someone else. She comes with 35, the whole other 35. So you right. But I find it interesting if you look at the differences between the men and the women. Do you with the after that act, you become less tolerant of your male partner, but as men, we became more tolerant of our female partner. It's crazy to me. It's something that I'm very interested in. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think that goes into the backbone of why I think as a man, even though I'm guilty of cheating, I'd be petrified to be cheated on. Because I know that this is probably the beginning of the end for me. Every time I've been cheated on before, I could remember that time. And during that time, I couldn't do nothing right. It felt like with that person, I couldn't do nothing right. The way I dressed, the way I walked, the way I sneezed, there was a problem with everything I did. To where I was like, yo, why is this person always on my back? And then later on, I'm finding out, oh, okay, you've been,
It was off you.
You know, since somebody been drilling, that's probably why, you know what I'm saying, I can do no good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it makes me realize, like, that's probably why they were less tolerant of me, is because they were already physically intimate with someone else. And so emotionally, they already started to detach from me or to justify detaching from me. You see what I'm saying? Because I think as a woman, it's probably hard for you to accept cheating on a good guy. True or false? Like, if it's a good guy, it's a little easier cheating on a piece of shit than a good guy. Whereas with a man, I think men are more comfortable cheating on a good woman because they understand, like, damn, like, it's not, I'm not doing it because of her. I'm doing it because of me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, after you do it, I think, like you guys said, like, the guilt kicks in.
You shot
like, damn, you did that. You know what I'm saying? She's not doing that to me. I did that to her.
Let me buy some roses.
I need to find a way to make it right for me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel like a piece of shit. So let me start treating her better and supplement, you know what I'm saying, with good deeds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
make sure she's not cheating on me.
Interested. Not even that. Just like you said, it's guilt. It's guilt. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, how did you feel afterwards?
How did I feel after?
Because your situation was a tough situation where you didn't like how they were treating you.
I kind of felt
Free,
relieved. I'm gonna be honest. I was living with this person, and we were having sex maybe once every 2 months, right? And when we did have sex, it was more so like, well, I guess it's been 2 months or so. So you know what I mean? It was like, I guess we should probably do this. We are together. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those. It was very detached. It was like I could tell I was sleeping with someone that didn't want to sleep with me. So it was like when it finally happened, I felt relieved because it was like I started to forget how it felt to share that moment with someone that wanted me as much as I wanted them.
But did you ever communicate this to her?
When the communication is bad in a relationship, you almost can't communicate shit. You almost can't, like with the relationship had gotten so bad at that point, communication had gone. It's very difficult to have an open and honest conversation with someone when there's no accountability, right? If you're like, all right, babe, so I don't like how you raise your voice. If his answer is gonna be like, I don't raise my voice, there's nothing to talk about. What the fuck are y'all gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it like I realized that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, like this is what it should feel like. So it actually made me relieved because I wasn't getting that.
Okay. All right. So we want to wrap it up with the last question. This last question I want to ask is just a general one. Go into detail, but be as concise as you can. How did you feel about the situation as a whole, and what did you learn from it? Like, were you like, all right, if I'm ever in a relationship, I can't deal with this again. I don't want to put myself in a situation again, or I'm going to be more vocal next time, or I'm going to make sure I communicate better, or I'm going to leave.
Or even not. This worked for me. This was all right. You know what I'm saying? It could be that too. Like, you know what? True. Fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this works for me. If I'm not happy and I know I'm not going to end up with this person, why waste my time? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it could be anything. So whoever wants to go first.
Sid having a good time. What's
Sid,
going on?
We're going to start with Sid. Sid laughing.
What? Over there, they having a whole dialogue over there.
What's your takeaway from that situation? This girl.
Okay. So, I know I learned because my tolerance went so low for the other person. I knew that I didn't have to step out to get what I wanted. At that point, I knew, like, if I want something, I'm just going to get what I want. And if you're not the person, then as hard as it may be at that time, let's be adults here and do our things, like, because it's not working. And I don't want to put myself and you ultimately in a position where you're hurt, I'm hurt. Now we're going through the whole ringer of the feelings of, you know, she left or he left or he cheated, she cheated. Like, cut all that out. This is what we're not working. You see it just like I see it. I'm not. Neither one of us are blind in this situation. If I feel some type of way, I know 10 times out of 10 you're gonna feel some type of way too.
So basically, you're not dealing with the bull crap anymore. It's just you ready to go.
Yeah.
You gotta know your worth.
So you would leave before you cheat again. That's what
I would.
You gotta know your worth. You gotta know what you deserve.
Like you would just leave.
You gotta respect yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Because you say that's how you would deal with it. Have you had the opportunity to do that? Where you was in a relationship and you were like, you know what? I'm not even gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna let you know this isn't working. I'm out. So you okay? That's good. So you was able to put those into action. Kara, why she's nodding her head like?
I agree. I totally feel the same way. I'm not a cheater.
Right.
Happened.
I'm going to say that because I wouldn't do it again. Like, my relationship was so strained, kind of like at that point when that all went down. Like, I'm not doing that shit again. You know what I mean? Like, I have the confidence now that if we not working out, then you're gonna know we're moving on, we're parting ways, whatever. But I'm not built like that to just like, you know, like, yeah, I'm not gonna stick around and then cheat and then that'll be my supplement. What I learned from it is not something that I would like to do in my next relationship.
For sure.
So like, for now, like, I would say I would be less tolerant of dealing with an ancient partner or whatever, where it's gonna lead me all the way up to the point where I feel like I need to cheat to fulfill something else or whatever like that.
For sure.
Okay, you're gonna make sure the relationship doesn't even get to that strained part before it even gets there. So you're gonna have that thought in your mind. You cutting it off.
Right. I was holding on to that. It was just like, I can't even tell you right now what I was holding on to. We went too long or whatever.
So have you got the chance to put that into action where you were talking to somebody and it wasn't working out and you were like, nah, we're done?
No, my last relationship was my last one.
Okay.
Richie?
Hey. I feel like I ignored, like, now looking back, I ignored a bunch of red flags that I should have paid more attention to, and it was so many that I started to feel insecure and unhappy, and which that led to me cheating. So I feel like now first red flag, I'm out. I'm literally out because it was just too much. Like, and then I was holding a lot in and I wasn't communicating it. And yeah, that's what led to me cheating.
Hold on. So wait, red flag you out or red flag you gonna talk about it?
I'll try to talk about it.
Oh, she said try.
We can.
So if you're talking to somebody,
I'll try to talk about it. We can communicate that, but I feel like.
No, go ahead.
Wait, what did you say?
No, I was letting you finish explaining.
You were just saying if I was talking to somebody.
Yeah, if you was talking to somebody.
I just feel like there was too many red flags in the beginning of it. Okay. Yeah, it was just too many red flags that I was ignoring, or like I would see them or notice them, and then we would talk about it, and then it was just kept happening, and that shows like that I was insecure and that I wasn't loving myself. Because if it keeps happening, then it's just like, well, I'm just putting up with it at the end of the day.
Okay. So red flag, she out. Richie not dealing with flags.
Pretty consistent.
Yeah.
You know,
None of y'all willing to just cheat again.
No, but that's the thing.
Nobody
Like, that's what I find so unique. Like I said, like with each one of your scenarios, there were differences, right? Fair to say. But with also each one of your scenarios, ladies, there are similarities. Do you see what I'm saying? Like your takeaways from it is like, you know what? This was exhausting. Like as brief as it was, I wouldn't do it again. So I find that interesting. What's your takeaway?
My takeaway?
Yeah.
From that experience. From what?
From that experience.
Oh. My takeaway, where I'm at now in life. I'm understanding my worth, you know, as a king out here, black king.
Wow.
I'm understanding. I'm understanding what I deserve. You know, I understand like what I'm given and what I want in return. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people don't really know that, and they try to figure that out as they go with people. So for me, it's like, yo, I'm not about to settle for a 65 and hope she upgrade. If you're not bringing it up the whole thing, then I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know, a lot of people they either fall in love with potential, or you know, they think, and you can teach people things, you can mold people in a sense. But at the end of the day, you know, if they don't got certain things that's not non-negotiable, or, you know, certain things that's a deal breaker, and you don't recognize that early on, then you end up wasting your time. Because if at any point cheating becomes a result or a solution, I feel like that's irresponsible. And at that point, I'm wasting my time. Like I'm getting older. So I'm wasting my precious years on this situation or being with you when I could be giving that time to someone. Or it's like, all right, if I'm gonna be cheating or re-cheating, then it's like, you know, it's just a waste. If it's not pure, if it's not real, or if it's not conducive all around to my future, or if I can't even feel like I can marry you, I'm not even about to cuff you at this point where I'm at in life. It's like, we're wasting our time. If I'm looking at you and I don't see the whole package, and I don't feel like it could really work out, you know, I mean, we could chill. We could have fun.
Have you been in that position to take that action before? Have you been in a situation where you were talking to somebody and you were like, this is not working out. I don't want to go back to what I did before, so this is over.
So my last situation was more so, I'm not going to let this result in me supplementing. So it's like, I'm a fight. You know, I'm gonna fight the good fight. I'm gonna communicate as much as I can. I'm gonna be as transparent as possible and letting you know what I want, what I need, and what I feel like, you know, because some people feel like they're giving something and you're not feeling it, or, you know, you might be used to getting it on a different level, and they thinking they're giving you their all, and you feel like, based off what you're used to, you feel like they're just giving you the average or, you know, subpar. So it's like, if you're not communicating that, and if you're not seeing no progress or even effort, then it's like, all right.
So you broke up with your last girlfriend because she didn't love you right. Okay, well, he's a straight up man.
Said it, not me.
That's a good enough reason to me.
No, yeah.
But for real, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if I'm telling you this and you still not changing it, because if that's not something that you're used to, if you love somebody and that's who you want to be with, you're gonna make the adjustments just to please them. So it's like, if you're not even doing that, then it's like, all right, now it's no point. I'm gonna go find me. I'm not gonna sacrifice my happiness for nobody no more. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm not about to be with somebody looking at them, or I'm looking at my kids later, feeling like I settled, and I'm saying I got the short end of the stick. Like, I was in a position where I felt like I was giving way more than I was receiving. And it was like,
take queen treatment, but that's it.
No, I get it. Your body's a temple.
yeah, I know what I want. I know what I'm giving. So it's like,
because we're married.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we still got to ask you the question.
What was my takeaway? That's not a takeaway.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
I mean,
would you ever do it again type of thing.
My takeaway was from that situation was that, I don't know. It was. I realized that regardless of whether I was happy or unhappy in the relationship, the desire was always there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the happiest stage of that relationship, I'm not gonna lie and say like if Rihanna walked by, I wouldn't be like I wouldn't have thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would still have thoughts. I would still have the desire, but the desire to act was not as great when I was happy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like when I'm happy, part of that reason is that you consume my thoughts. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking about you a lot. So it's like it's really hard for me to like think about other things. I might notice someone and like for a quick second, like, oh man, have that thought, but then I'm back to thinking about you. So it's very hard for me to like act, right? But it's like if you're not going, if the shit is bad, like it was with me and her, like and that bad where you felt disconnected with the person sexually, emotionally, mentally, like you just felt completely disconnected. Like you don't feel like when you're doing it, it's like you didn't even feel like I was cheating. Like I didn't feel like
just making myself happy.
Yeah, it was like I felt like now I know what connection feels like. So it's like I'll definitely say that like I guess a person is in a relationship, I think impacts how much they,
think about
how alert they are.
Question I have for you: after that situation happened, and you were like, "Listen, this situation sucked. I don't want to put myself in that situation anymore." Did you have a relationship where you just cut it off because you were like, "I don't want to be in that same situation anymore"?
Nah. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I had this bad habit of like just because I don't want to be with you no more, right? If I'm still sexually attracted to you, I don't want to stop sleeping with you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if we're in a relationship, right?
So even whatever, afterwards, after that relationship, you still took on a relationship where you weren't fully happy.
I actually like still, you know what I'm saying? It was like sex for me is a very thing. It's a very selfish thing because I realized other people don't really care about my sexual happiness as much as me.
True.
So it's like I have to be selfish with protecting it. So it's like I make a lot of decisions based on what will make me happy.
So you technically kind of after that situation, you technically put yourself in that situation again.
Yeah, because I looked at it like this, right? If I broke it, like let's say you do something to me and I'm like, oh, now I know I'm not gonna be with you no more, right? Mm-hmm. I know I'm done with you, right? I don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I do you a favor and break it off so you don't keep like, no. Oh,
so you gonna keep it?
Do you like make things convenient for you? You wasn't making things convenient for me. That's why I don't want to be with you anymore. So like, no.
So you cheated after the person did you dirty. You felt like it wasn't great. You cheated because you breaking up with them would make it easier for them.
Yeah.
So you just decided to just.
I can't.
That's what I did.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold on, what happened? What they say?
this is my
Cold-blooded.
past though. Like,
Yeah, we're talking about the past. This is years and years ago.
Good, got you.
Years and years ago. So Sam didn't learn from his lesson the first time. That's all. It took you a while to learn from
it wasn't that. It was like after that experience, right? When it like number one, you got to understand how that ended. That ended with me being cheated on. So like my heart was so cold. Like there was a moment, like my heart was so cold that I really felt like I was so mad. Like I wasn't just mad at the woman that hurt me. I was mad at women. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever be so mad that like, cause it's like this happened.
That was me.
Again. It's like, all of you are like this. So it's like
Right, yo.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
we deal with emotions
No,
too.
here's the thing: we don't know how to do.
No, I'm just saying we deal with them.
You deal with them,
deal
but we don't know how to.
Yeah.
Like usually on an island, when it comes to our emotions, we don't have that same circle. I can't call all my boys like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe this," and they're all gonna cry with me. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's like everything gets masked with like, let's just go out and have a drink, and we're gonna take your mind off it. Well, my mind's just off it now, but then when I go home by myself, I'm back thinking about it. So it's like, it is. So when I put myself in that position, like for me, it was always like, damn. It was always as a result of me being so unhappy that I felt like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I would say for my situation, I didn't cheat again afterwards.
You never cheated again.
Nope. Like
You
just
cheated
did that.
once in your life.
Yeah. Well, like multiple times, but yeah, after that situation, I didn't.
You cheated multiple times
times.
once.
Yeah. Nah, you know what I mean. Like
One relationship, yeah.
I actually don't.
my bad.
Oh,
A little bit.
okay. So you had one cheating episode.
Yeah, one cheating episode, and then
Series.
afterwards, I was like, I don't want to do that. But it also kind of made me stay away from relationships as well, because I didn't want to get into a relationship.
So you would just end the relationship? You don't want to sleep with the person anymore, HJ? Like you're with this girl, it's not working out. Y'all together,
No, yeah, I did. We broke up.
and then kept sleeping with each other.
Yeah,
Oh, she let that happen?
yeah,
He let
Yeah.
that happen too.
That's
but
possible. That's always.
yeah. And then you stopped. And then that person started talking.
It's a
to
grace
the other-
period, though. You gotta put a grace period in there.
Yeah, there's a grace period.
It's
Like she even
So-
started talking
and
to
it-
some
so-
other person.
and she took the breakup on the chin. That's always been my fear.
Yeah.
Like I've always
No, she
wanted
broke
to
up-
be broken up with,
No.
not necessarily.
She broke up with me.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
so
she
you
broke
didn't
up-
end it then.
No, yeah, she broke up with
Get
me.
out of here. So we talking about, have you ever been in a situation where you ended it
Oh no,
because you were
no.
unhappy?
No, I'm
All
just saying, like, she broke up with me, and then but I told myself I'm not gonna cheat anymore. But it was like one of those situations where I stayed away from relationships because, like, I don't want to cheat. So if I'm not in a relationship, I'm not cheating with anybody. And that, like, after that one relationship, I only had one other relationship, and then that was it. So not a lot of opportunity for me to even tell. But
Yeah.
well, one thing I will say is, with everyone's experience, everyone did come with different experiences. One thing that I did notice is that the relationship was strained, or there wasn't a lot of communication in a relationship, or Sam's situation, there was no communication. So one thing I would say even to our audience, that plays a major factor in how things can go down. Because nobody here said, oh yeah, I just woke up and just cheated. Yeah, I just felt like it that day. It was always, yeah. It would have actually been cool to have somebody say that though. To just be like, oh yeah,
I mean,
I like cheating.
I'm playing.
Oh man.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
You didn't specify which one
On
you wanted.
today's episode on why I love cheating, we are it's back in the building. It's like,
But it's always where things started breaking down. And hopefully our audience can take that into consideration, because when things starts breaking down and there's no communication, people are going to look for other sources.
Liability.
Men out there, please believe your girlfriend's friends will help them cheat.
Wow.
Your friends will
Well,
too.
And help them cover it up.
Cover it up. So I'm just saying,
Friends
just-
in general will help you cheat.
Right.
okay, friends in general will help you cheat, but the men didn't have
not
that.
my
but the women-
friends.
I'm just saying, this episode, men's friends didn't help them cheat, but the women's friends help them cheat. I'm not generalizing it. I'm just saying for this episode.
Yo,
Okay.
all three of them?
All three of them. All of them had
Are
friends.
y'all
that-
serious?
They friends through the week.
Crazy.
Yeah. You gotta analyze the
Y'all
friends.
don't
Like,
trust
nah, you can't go out with
I
that.
gotta analyze the
No. Our friends are
Like,
just
analyze the
supportive
friends.
of our decision.
Oh,
Okay?
Dang.
Totally
Dang. They just wanted me happy. They
supportive.
just wanted me to be happy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if we were in a happy relationship and he was doing what he was supposed to, our friends wouldn't proactively say, "Yo, let me put you on a date with somebody. Let me put you
Yeah.
on to this guy." No.
if we need
Uh,
a
They were
They was all
after
single,
help.
wasn't they?
they wouldn't be like, "Go do it." You know what I
Right,
mean?
so if our friends feel like we're unhappy, should they introduce us to females?
What? What
She
you
heard you.
It seems
Never mind.
I
Yeah.
So we're
If
gonna-
they're unhappy, should their friends introduce them to other females?
Nobody's over here telling you what you should and should not do. We just saying.
Your friends are not my friends.
Right.
That's your
Yeah,
friends.
If your girlfriends is all single, that's a red
No
flag.
matter how many times he call you
That
sis,
was right.
That ain't your bro.
that ain't your bro.
Yo, one final disclaimer. Look, I do not want this to be open season on men who are bringing their women flowers. I do understand that some men just do that. And
Yeah,
ladies,
please.
Open
They do
season
not
on
take
any
you
other
as-
person that dates Josh.
as
You
an
just told the
excuse
secret.
or a reason to
He
stop
said
bad a man being a good dude. Some dudes out there are genuinely romantic like that. They do nice gestures randomly. So
Just
if
because
you
it's Monday, you know what I'm saying?
don't listen to this podcast so much, I know why you be bringing me flowers every Thursday. Don't even
Because
do
they
that.
care.
Don't even do that.
Because they care.
Don't even do that.
And men out there, if your woman starts to not tolerate you, it doesn't mean that they're cheating.
Nah,
It
it means
doesn't-
it.
They do.
If you start noticing you can't do nothing right, bro.
Chalk it.
Nothing right.
Count your days, bro.
Count your days.
Count your damn days.
Because
How
their
long?
friends is
Start doing the math. How long has it been, right? How long? In all scenarios, y'all stop sleeping with them. It's patterns, right? What are the patterns?
Mhm.
So they
stop sleeping with them.
if your woman's less tolerant, just be careful. Be careful. You might be on that block.
Keep the pressure. Keep applying pressure.
Start cheating.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Start moving on with your life.
But we'd like to finish our panel. We definitely appreciate you for sharing your stories and being open, because a lot of people were not open to sharing.
Yeah,
and
was that
what
what was this so bad, guys?
Yes.
I say that people that are not interested in sharing their stories are still attached to that person in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
Like they could still be friends with that person. They probably not even fucking, but not ready to reveal how dirty they was doing on it. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck. Ditto.
Adam.
I am not attached to that person in any way, shape, or form. If he hear that I was going to church with somebody, zing, I don't care.
You sound like you happy. You sound like you happy to let them know. Should we?
Yeah.
On the
Because
track.
they
I
just
mean, he wanted to know what happened anyway, so.
We'll send him the podcast so he can know.
Tag him in the podcast. He still follow me. I'm post that snippet on my page.
Oh my God.
We appreciate you joining us for the episode 1 of season 3
Episode 1
of the Good Guy Bad Guy podcast. Thank you guys.